So, the game we're playing today, I'm really excited about. I've owned this game since, like, man, I don't even know. Since, like, Steam's fall sale. When the heck was that? Like, October? But I bought this game for me and my boyfriend to play, but, he and I have, like, four, five, we have so many games to play that this one keeps getting pushed to the back burner, and I asked him if I could play it by myself. I'm like, I really want to play this, and um, you know, we keep playing other games, and you're busy, and he's like, it's okay. He's like, you go ahead and play it. So yeah, I'm excited. So I love Warhammer people. I they are so I've never seen a fandom like a group of people who like are so passionate about the lore and the story in the thing that they play in like a fully just unbridled enjoyment, I guess. Like if you meet Star Wars fans or you meet D&D fans, like they have like a pretty like even people who are like obsessed with it, like they will have both good and bad things that they like about it. Hi, Droll. I will hydrate just for you. But Warhammer people are just like they are so into Warhammer and they like when they talk about it, they will just RP at the drop of a hat. Like Warhammer people will just I don't know. Like whenever okay, so my boyfriend plays all orcs in his little army, and whenever whenever he meets other people and mentions orcs, they're all like, "Fellow orc player, wag!" and like call each other boss and stuff, and it's so cute. But I have always secretly wanted to become a Warhammer person. I have no interest in painting minis because I've seen many minis painted in my day and it's so small. I don't do you know how I struggle to paint my nails, okay? You think I'm going to paint a mini? The precision that it takes. I just it's a lot. Um but so but I love this the world building and the lore of Warhammer. Every time I hear like every time I get Warhammer nerds near me, I just start asking questions and get them to start talking and telling me all the stories. And they're always so passionate about all the stories. So I have no interest in like most of the formats that Warhammer can be enjoyed in, but I love party-based RPG games. And this is a party-based RPG game set in Warhammer. So, I am super excited to experience the Warhammer universe. I mean, I've been playing it on Darktide, but Darktide is like, it's a really specific little tiny corner that you get to play in. And like, you're fighting for your life and shooting monsters constantly. Which, I mean, to be fair, that is kind of just what Warhammer is, isn't it? Fighting for your life and fighting monsters. No one is having a nice time in the Warhammer universe. There are no winners. Everyone is suffering. Anyway, I just like how cute my little pink tuber is, by the way. If you didn't hear me at the very beginning of stream, we're being a pink tuber today because I have not had the greatest night and morning, and I just don't feel like being perceived today. I want to be able to flop and just be lazy and not care that my model is like turning sideways or whatever. So, dun 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 dun. Okay, so we're gonna play the main story. On Grim Darkness. Yeah, no, I'm a big baby. Uh, we're gonna do easy baby mode. Because I care about the story more than I care about pew-pewing effectively. Actually, hold on. Why? Du- 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 du. Ba 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 ba. Graphics? Display? Graphics. Windowed. Because I stream with one with one monitor. Yes, safe. Haha. Okay. Oh, it it hushes when I minimize. Okay. That's fine. Can I make it not do that? Ah, yay! Okay. Yes, yes. Now I can adjust the audio. Alright. Wait, why is it small again? Wait, I did that. Hello, welcome to Scup. Okay, so we're gonna start a brand new game and we're gonna do it on easy baby mode. Leave the screen, thank you. Easy baby mode. Let's go. I like all the clicky noises when I click things, but who are these people? No, make my own person. Let's go. Yes, new person. Oh, oh! Welcome to character creation. We're gonna be here a while. I hate whenever I like the default face. Like when they give you like the basic face and then I go through all the other ones and I'm like, wait, I don't like any of these. I like the default one. I can be scrawny. I guess, is that supposed to be fat? That's like barely a change. Okay. This is like, you could be like blue. Do I want to be this person or this person? Where's my face go? That I wanted. Okay. Oh, they actually have decent hair options. Dark. Oh my. Oh my. Should I have feather like Queen Antoinette hair? Do they have cute little hair buns? No. Of course not. Oh my. That's a hairstyle. I'm mad that I'm just gonna end up choosing this one. Can I have blue hair? No. Can't have any fun. No fun allowed. Although I also hear that that is part of the Warhammer lore. No fun allowed. I can have like gray hair. Can I just have like normalish eyebrows? Thank you. Ooh, my Dark-Tide girl has this like, oh. My Dark-Tide girl has this like cool like skull face thing that makes her whole face look like a skull. I don't really like facial scars. They're always kind of like, why? Like, it's hard to get scars like that on your face. They don't really seem real to me. Oh my. I can have a tube up my nose. Isn't that what you've always wanted? A tube up your nose? You can't even see those with her hair. Just like a dot. I don't know. I don't really want a tube up my nose. I honestly kind of like this like gold thing on her head.
We need to investigate. Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Alright, calm down.
Through chaos I stride.
I'm gonna make her heretic voice because I really like the sassy heretic voice in Oh wait, this is who I picked for mine last time. I did character creation. I picked her because she looks awesome, and then I just kind of made my person look like her. I changed my mind. We're being her. That means she has to have an eye thingy. She doesn't. How come they have this as an option if eye thingy is not an option? Like, you can't have an eye patch. Alright, whatever. Ooh. Minor deformities. Fellowship? I want people to like me. I'm gonna be a creepy void person. Ooh. There's her outfit. Ooh. Can I just be a psyker though? If I'm not this, can I not be a psyker? I'm a psyker in Darktide. I like being a psyker. Sure. Oh. I don't want to be a traitor. Sure. Wait, is my origin my class? No. I think my origin is my class. So if I want to be a psyker, I have to be this. Yeah, I got the little pink tuber out. A biomancer? Yeah, we all know I just want to be a pyromancer. Let's not lie. I just want to set everything ablaze. Ooh. Yes. Sure. Okay. I think this is the one that I picked last time. Sure. Okay. Oh my gosh, so many. Do I have to pick these? Are these just like... just fine? Do I have to do something with this? Oh no. Am I picking these? I'm picking these. Okay. So I want all the ones that are green, right? I just picked the green ones. Sure. The patient fortune. The exile of some dude. No, I haven't slept. I have not slept. Apex Predator. Daring Destiny. Unbound Avarice. Damn. Sure. I think it's funny that their ships, the front of them look like boots. Lavinia. Tessera. Beula. Let's just name her after me. I'm lazy. Okay. We have a character. Let's go. No, I have not done the sleep. Eventually. Eventually. Oh, I think I have to actually press play to make it go. Press any key. Dun, dun, dun.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Sublimity. Have we met? Who the hell are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before. I am aware of that fact. It would have been unacceptable
I should read
negligence to
the,
have overlooked such
what
a
I'm
detail when
saying.
compiling your profile. Fate bestowed upon you powers of witchcraft, and a duty to use them for the good of the Imperium. Yours is truly an unenviable lot. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencius, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
So does she, like, adopt me?
There is, and you will meet him soon enough.
Yeah, what's up with Master of Whispers, you spooky boy? You have a curious title. Master of Whispers, what are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Hey Vaughn, I found your purse. Okay, why the hell am I here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Does he have a card identifying him as this? Let's see some ID, bro.
Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium. But from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
So I'm some super distant relative, and I'm like in some sort of competition to become her heir or something?
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Ethelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Oh. By the right of blood. Rogue trader Theodora. Hey. Yeah, okay. Theodora von Valencius. Okay. That doesn't tell us anything, but okay.
The world will bow.
Yes, thank you. The world will bow. That's normal. Normal things to just say randomly. Okay. Thank you. Hey, buddies. You guys playing chess or something? A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood. A resource of incredible value above a void ship. What are y'all doing? If I see you raise your head again, I'll hand you over to the tech priest for servitorization. Why? He's busy. What are you doing? Leave him alone. He's doing stuff.
Intriguing.
It's intriguing that we stepped over here. Boop. The sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has tripled. The sacred mechanisms. What this? Incomprehensible information is displayed on a large screen. You can make out references. Why? You can make out references to unfamiliar systems and worlds.
The world trembles.
Our enemies
beneath
will
my
fall.
feet.
Hello, servitor. Something in his body hums in response to my presence. Is that because I'm a psyker? Oh. I hate my little hat.
One of the Von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening?
Oh!
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Pew pew pew!
I am the harbinger of discord.
Okay. Jaylee, shoot! Shoot and don't let it get close! Okay. Yes, okay. Thank you. It says there's an ad starting in 20 seconds. It's just started. It really sucks. There's not much voice after the intro. There's not. And so much reading. Can you imagine being in this hellscape, this nightmare scenario, death creeping in like the morning dew, and hearing Jaylee go pew pew pew? Pew pew pew. It is ad time. Bum, 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 bum. Only limited voice acting in the game. I've been hearing this whole ad break. I started it 16th, and I get like 2 hours on it when I'm free here and there. Also, I think Baldur's Gate 3 has spoiled everyone with the amount of voice acting in that game, because usually party-based RPGs have narration for like some scenes, but not everything. Like, that's pretty standard. Alright, so these things are attacking us. What do I have? I can set someone on fire, and I can analyze enemies. Do I have like a gun? Oh, I think I also have a bullet thingy.
One step closer.
Burn this man alive! Okay. I grew up with Baldur's Gate 1, so I had, hey y'all, it's me, Imowen, whenever half elf talk, so I'm used to limited voices. You're just gonna analyze him?
Ruin beckons. I will triumph.
I guess I can analyze them too. Oh! He's just murdering everyone. Bro, will you shoot him? Why are you just like analyzing him?
I need no guidance.
I missed! Your character has just missed! To increase hit chance, equip your character with look, I don't have good stuff. Oh, okay, okay, alright.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
I will admit, I have actually played through this opening.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Yeah, I know. Where am I going? Can I... Give me back my person. Okay. Can I loot everybody? No. I can look at them. The wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. So, they don't explain this, but when I played through this with my boyfriend, he explained to me that servitors are people who have been, like, it's usually as a punishment, they've been, like, basically lobotomized and then, like, bolted up with all kinds of wiring and robotics and stuff to become little robot slaves. And once he said that, I'm like, you know what? Maybe they deserve to rebel and shoot everyone. And here's a big tank. I just walked on that guy. Here's a platform. Yeah. Instead of having, like, real computers, it's all, like, people's souls and stuff, which I think is a really cool concept. Hello, Jocasta Sourback. You have a name. Oh, so from now on, any tinkering with the vacuum locks is to be carried out only in the presence of our esteemed tech priests. Okay. Yeah. My boyfriend explained that to me too. Like, they have these little heads flying around. I don't know where they are. But they're literally like skull robots that are like just little robots running around doing things. And they float around.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Is this where I'm supposed to be going? They're like, it's at the end of the corridor. Am I at the end of the corridor? Hello? Okay, here we go.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
And he doesn't, you know that he's not that important because they didn't bother to draw a picture of him.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Yeah, Edelthrad. Your first impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. Maybe he's just nervous, bro. In stark contrast to Edelthrad, Theodora von Valancia's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. Plus, they didn't bother to draw Edelthrad a picture. Everyone dies, spoiled everything for everyone. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate, which is just a fancy way of saying a tablet. The other is a behemoth, bristling with holsters and baldricks? What's a baldric? Containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say. But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
My options, apparently, are, I had different options last time, because last time I picked a background where I was like a criminal warlord or something, and this time I'm a psyker. And I regret that I didn't change her picture, which none of you can see, but I can, but she definitely looks more warlord than psyker. So, all the options I have are about confirming the stuff. Yeah, I don't have any photos to upload. would first verify if what, like, okay, so it says, those spirits could very well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case and if the population engages in xeno worship.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
I liked the other personality I had. She had the option to be like, who cares? Just go figure out, like, you know, how to deal with the stuff.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
Okay, I literally just got here. I love this first answer. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officers' deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Aha.
So, why are you here?
I can be like, was it not you who sent for me? Or I have questions, or I don't know. It's not really new. This is just my ping tuber. But it's super cute. I like it too. I just did not feel like being perceived this morning. Because with the ping tuber, I don't have a webcam on, so I can do whatever I want. And nobody can see me. Mwahaha. Was it not you who sent for me?
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lick-spittlery, compulsion to
All right,
please.
lady.
I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed.
This lady is unhappy. Oh, right, like that stretch you just did. Exactly! So it's a constantly picking my nose kind of morning. HP! No, it's a lazy flop sideways kind of morning. Because when I have my avatar on, I have to sit up, like, completely straight and be facing the camera. If I have just headphones on, I can be lazy and tip over and just, like, whatever. Question, if your ping tuber met a pong tuber... Ugh, what is it with the puns this morning? I need a spray bottle.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
So, the grimdark version of To Boldly Go, where none have gone before. I mean, I answered your question, you didn't see it. I made a dad joke, you react. I saw you answering my questions. But I was doing the game
It is my
thingy.
decision alone to determine the fate of whatever
Aw,
I find
Mads!
past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with Fon Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
I feel like she's saying, like, here's all the reasons you should murder me. If she's, like, making me her heir or whatever. Also, Mads, did you notice that you have an artist badge next to your name? I realized I could assign artist badges, and so I gave you one. Everybody should follow Mads, by the way. She is our little art goblin, and she's currently making a ping tuber for the mod that lives in my attic because we recently reached our goal. We recently reached goal number 30, which is chat asks my husband anything that they want. And so she's making the ping tuber for it. And once we have the cute little ping tuber, then we can have our cute little stream where you ask whatever you want of him. She also has a really cute emote of a bee's butt that I like a lot. And also she's just a giant sweetheart, and she's very cute. You should watch her art streams. If you're up in the middle of the night, you should definitely watch her draw things and be cute. So what you just said, that might be treason. Yeah, well, you know. One of? Does this mean there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
I love her hair and her just like whole outfit over here. Can we zoom in on her? Kinda. Look at that hair! It is mighty. Yeah, well, you know, it's not a good defense against treason.
Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Oh, his mistake, huh? Did I hear you correctly? The Master Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name Fon Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly and, as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Can I ask what the hell he did? Thank you for clarifying. Can I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Navigator? Translation? What are these things that you speak of? Don't look like an idiot. Don't look like an idiot when you can hover over and read. An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Hi, Bonkrits.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
He has his own picture. Wait. I hovered over something and it popped something up. Oh! Oh! He has a full body picture. Wait a minute, hold on. Does she have one?
Enough, Abelard.
Oh.
Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Look at her. Look at her. She is amazing. The hair alone. I'm just like, damn. She's got a sword and she doesn't even bother taking her other hand out of the pocket. I like her. What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Are you the uneducated riffraff? I think so, maybe. Where are we going?
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand that... for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Also, I love this UI. I love that, like, these little clampy things are, I'm assuming, supposed to be the whatever's writing this script that we have, and that, like, the edges are like, it's a paper that we have, like, see these like scrolly wheels, like this is like a typewriter type thing. I almost wish that these would animate, or that like it had a sound or something, because I think that's really cool. Alrighty.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh! Attack!
I march for power.
You've been ambushed!
Will bleed.
Oh, she's going.
Follow my lead.
And then he's going.
Reduced to dust.
Damn! Wow, okay.
Follow my lead.
Whoa! Do I even need to be here? Like,
The ruinous powers.
I bring ruin.
that dude was just casually, like, sidestepping bullets. The man clearly told you to follow his lead. If I want cover from those guys and these guys, so let's... No, go here. Mosey on over there. Okay, I need to be doing this one first. Because this one, like, gives me a buff. Now set him ablaze.
I will triumph. A blood.
And that's all I get to do? They got to kill like 3 people each, and I'm just gonna kill one. How many people do you want to kill? Ooh!
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Look at this guy!
I took care of this one.
He's just running around stabbing everybody. And then there's Mort, who doesn't even have a name. Like, doesn't even have a picture.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
I have received a positive effect from an ally. Okay. Is there still anyone to pew-pew over here? No. Run over here. Scurry. Do. Bubbles, you okay? One of my dogs, I don't know who, one of them threw up this morning. And she puked up a piece of purple plastic. And I'm like, what the hell were you eating?
Ruin beckons. I will triumph. Death
Set him ablaze.
Look out.
We win. Oh, those are the good guys. Never mind.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Yeah, don't let a single whore son survive.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
I wish they would let me hover over Arch-Militant. I have a tool that will allow me to check the status of the distant compartments that are out of box contact, but we have to wait for Mort's results first. Okay, and Mort went where? I remember this from the brief playing of this that I did before, but the mini-map, like the little map, doesn't help you at all. Like, I think Mort ran this way?
I tread a path unexplored.
Keep firing, you oafs! Oh, that's Jocasta. The accursed traitor shot him at point-blank range. Can I help? I don't know what I would do. I don't have anything.
Let's seize the opportunity.
This is Mort.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Kunrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Damn. Can we see his big picture? Here's this guy. He has a lot of things going into his brain.
Mort, hold yourself together.
Oh, he's the Arch-Militant. Mort is.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officers' deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
We must provide immediate assistance to those still on the middle decks. Perhaps then we might stop this wave from spreading.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominously. Also, yeah, Mort doesn't have a picture. He's just a blurry Matrix-looking thing. Hi, Corn! I'm waving at the screen, but you can't see me because I'm being lazy today.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
Oh, he's a psyker too?
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 18.
I'm a psyker. This is me. I picked a bad picture for it, and I wish I could change it.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain, Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psyker powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I understood a whole 3 words from the last 3 people's lines. We're on a big spaceship, and there are bad guys that are like showing up, and we don't know why they're here or why they're pew-pewing everyone. And Kunrad Voigtgear over here is a slimy son of a bitch. And he is like, maybe you should come help me do things. Let's get all of the heirs into one room. I mean, what? I've already played through this intro once, several months ago, and I did not like him from the moment I met him, and yeah. I shall do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
Can you kill him? Eventually. But we're...
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
Well, maybe you should get me some gear. How come that's not an option? Give me your gun. You had better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk.
I see you have quickly earned Lady Theodora's trust. If she is already sharing her closely guarded secrets with you. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle, and you are consumed by unbearable gut-wrenching pain. Slimy son of a bitch! I promised you a special destiny. It's time to fulfill it. Yeah, huh? Traitor! I mean, we're so surprised that you're a traitor. Hi, Kinbush. Kindy Bushes? Hi, Kin. Did he just kick me?
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Voidgear, you two-faced scum, you're the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself.
Uh-huh.
We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
I really want to ask, I want to choose the option, what is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? Because, like, aren't we both heirs? Don't we both have the blood we need? Like, I really want to know, but I think I should use my psychic powers against him. You close your eyes and try to focus, which is somehow... You close your eyes and try to focus, and like the explanation when you mouse over it just says, you are a psyker. Yes, I am aware. Anyways, and then you feel the touch of something sharp. Voidgear has somehow sensed a shift in the warp and delivered a preemptive strike. The blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with the singular urge, go to the gate, go to the gate. I will fight the voice in my head. Get out, I'm not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence. You were wounded by the corrupted weapon which led to a warp entity invading your mind. Excuse me? Is that what he stabbed me with? Forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step towards the gates looming in the center of the chamber. This is a problem. When you mess up big. I will have you know that even in my other playthrough this happened, this is a canonical event, had nothing to do with what I chose. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator, which is just a computer. You see a computer with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, which they finally explain are mindless cybernetic drones created from a fusion of human flesh and robotic technology used to carry out simple manual tasks. He is an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Tech use 75. Examine the device. It says I have a 100% chance. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. Archaeotech, an incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. Hey, we have bows in RimWorld too. I gained 20 experience from this, but does it help with this situation? The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper, because I was stabbed with some creepy warp entity thing, runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Voikir wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight. Examine the sentinel. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you are used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of any ordinary automatons. Alright, bite me. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Yes, I require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Ha 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 ha. Get fucked. Ha ha ha. Get fucked. Oh my gosh.
There is still another way.
What? He just went invisible and ran off. Check the warrant chamber.
Embrace true power.
Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them their something. To be the paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns through pain to greatness. They do not give you any time to read that. Oh, and here's a little head.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
These little guys, which it is not really letting me see, but they're like a skull and they float around and they do stuff. I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The servo skull goes silent, its relays clicking. Seconds after second passes, and you realize that the servo skull will not answer you. I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Faster! Restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. establish two-way connection.
Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warrant Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Get me out of here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Okay.
The world will bow.
I have a debuff from getting stabbed. Should we close this? Should we close the door? No? Okay.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Do I just leave? Yeah, getting stabbed leads to the debuff blood loss. Where am I supposed to... I told the little head to take me away from here and he just, like, didn't. Little brain, little head. Bro, what we doing? He was following me and then he just, like, changed his mind. Oh. Seal the warrant chamber. Yes. Close the doors. Oh, that's not good.
Run, fools, or fall!
Bam. Aha! It's the guy from earlier. Yeah, he cuts people in half. We saw that. Are you here to rescue me?
Mistress? What? Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Conrad Voigtgear is a slimy asshole. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me and brought me here. He's a bastard! Traitor!
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Mistress, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain.
That didn't
as
say
Lady
slimy
Theodora.
asshole. We were all thinking it. Voigtgear openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized.
Yeah.
I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive and now safe, Mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds.
Yay!
I have a Medicaid kit. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
He gave me a gun and an armor and medicine. Thanks. If you suffer an injury, so if you get badly hurt, it lasts after the fight's over, and then you have to do stuff to it. Okay. Yay, items! Yay, weapons! Thank you. Gun. Armor.
I won't waste my time on
Eh?
that.
Can't be equipped by this character. Can I use it?
This is beneath me.
This is beneath me. It's a medicine! Oh, I get to control him now? Can he use it? Apparently he can.
Someone else can do this.
You are all... So did he heal me? No.
Your seneschal is always there for you. Let me help.
Your aid.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared.
They're
for the
a little
trials
stuck
ahead.
up.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics, instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
I heard one of Theodora's Vox casts.
Lady Theodorus. Which one? The last one I received was about the navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
This is his thing. It really bothers me when people do character design and they give them a coat, but they don't put their arms through the coat. Like, who wears a coat like this? No one. It would just fall off. Like, I don't understand. It's very common in a lot of, like, character design that I've seen recently, and I'm always just like, why? Actually, it's worse when they have one arm through it and the other one not. Just, like, why? It does. Alright, we have to go to the Navigator's Sanctum. Lead the way.
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
I'm so cool, I'm gonna wear a coat, but not actually.
Loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home! And with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
Hello! Hi, Sniper.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Onward!
Venerate the chaos.
Are these bad guys?
Run, fools!
Yes.
Or fall!
Alright. So we get to put people into position. You definitely are gonna... Unavailable? Yeah, you be there. How do I do the next person?
Death to non-believers.
Oh, we just start? I don't get to pick where I go? Alright.
Death to the weak.
Yes, okay. Rogue Trader Pog! No spoilers and no backseating, because I just started this.
I will not stoop
Oh,
to
wait.
this.
I will not stoop to this?
One step closer.
Oh wait. Set him ablaze!
I need no guidance. What a satisfying demise.
Ha ha ha. Okay. Everyone dies! I've never played this game. I don't know where to go. Everyone can shoot me from anywhere, so like there is no safety.
Out of my way!
Yes, yes, yes. This guy can frickin' cleave people in half. Cleave them in half.
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
Aw, you only got one of them. The other two parried you. I can charge someone?
Indeed.
Bam! Okay.
It will be done.
Brace for impact! Haha! Parry this, you filthy casual.
Just a minor setback.
That dude just shot his own dude. That guy just shot his own dude.
Purpose guides me.
What is this? Oh. I just like setting them on fire.
I will triumph.
Aww. You didn't ignite.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Cleave.
Victory is imminent. I took care of this one.
Charge this guy.
Reduced to dust.
He is awesome. Yeah, okay. Set him ablaze.
A blood-soaked tribute.
Oh, you can level up. We can also loot everything that they own. Yes, I understand how to do things. Oh. Collect all the stuff? Alrighty. Level up.
My aspirations transcend humanity.
This is all I can do. Choose a skill. Do I want logic or tech use? Logic. Sure. And all I can do? Carouse. The ability to resist negative effects applied by poisons, stimulators, or alcohol. So do I raise his alcohol tolerance, or... I apparently have very high alcohol tolerance, but I'm shit at athletics, so I'm gonna give him athletics. Alright, there is an ad on the way, so before we move on, I'm going to do the ad now. Alright, time for you to hear what I've been hearing this whole time. Okay.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
You did not have to. I was freezing. I was so cold. Oh. All right. We need to go here. Thermometer dance stream win. Hello, other psyker.
I hear it here on the threshold of the blinded guide. Doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Is that what she was trying to tell us? That that thing was about to fall?
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
This is
Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the Immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Engine Seer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrad's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
We must see if the Navigator as well.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Alrighty. Oh, he says, hurry, destroy this field. Don't keep our master waiting.
I tread a path unexplored.
Here we go again.
Let the blood flow.
Okay, so... Okay, this is how I do this. I put them where I want them. And then go. Yes. She has... that costs... How many? She has 4 of these? But we only ever get to do like one thing. So... She has this thing like I do.
Was that you? Or...
now she has 3 points, and this is like 2. This one is 1. Give him a buff. And now let's chain lightning this shit. Oh wait, it's gonna hit him. Psh. Fine. Chain lightning, go! This woman is intense. She is. Alright, buddy, do your charge thing.
I will do my duty.
Bam!
I took care of this one.
Now slice off his head.
It will be done. Reduced to dust. Here we go.
Rude.
Purpose guides me.
So can I set him on fire? But like, it says I have 2 more points, but
I reject the very
this ability
idea.
cannot be used this turn. But like, why?
This is beneath me.
Why? It says I have 2 points left, and these are each like a point. Like, I don't... I've never used these though. Like, these are my gun shots, and I have yet to fire the gun like this whole game. So I don't know why everyone else can move multiple times, but what I can't. I mean, she has ammo. But like, I don't know. I don't know why everyone else gets to actually use their action points, and I don't. Oh. Because if I use this, I can no longer use attacking abilities. Same with this. Can no longer use attacking abilities. Why even give me attack? Like, why even have action points or whatever if I can't use multiple ones? Everyone else can, but I can't. Fine. Use your screamy attack. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator breathes heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the 2 dark gill-like slits in its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the 2 ordinary eyes, as well as the 3rd one that sits in the center of his forehead.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
I can give him a pointed look. I'm going to approach.
Your time is short.
The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. You are in need of help. We have to get you out of that chair.
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat. Then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming 2 hideous, screaming mouth-like pits. And then he says, "Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn."
It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Adira's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will
The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his spit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream, mixed with the blood coming out of his nose, and there is purplish swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
I want to help you. Tell me how.
Run. The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I will commence the translation. So, run. Run.
How come I don't have the option to just do what he says? I can turn to Abelard, the guy, and say, the navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do now?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidas, good luck. And thank you.
The navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the box at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Goodbye. You did a good job. You tried your best. We're gonna loot these bodies and then go away. Okay. Let's go. Is this the door? This is not the door.
Embrace true power.
Why? Okay, they all are here with me. So... Corn, what is it that you don't understand about Warhammer? How do we get out of here? How do I get out of here? Was I not supposed to, am I supposed to leave?
Let's seize the opportunity.
Ah, officer's deck. Anything that's going on, just like the weird chair guy and the other things. I can explain in a minute.
The ship's as good as ours. It's all over for you.
Yes, there are different kinds.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot this.
This girl is a badass battle nun.
Nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
So, what is happening? The weird chair. Okay, so in this, there are multiple Warhammers. It was very confusing to me whenever I first learned of it too. There's like a fantasy version, and then there's a sci-fi version. We're playing in the sci-fi version, so just pretend the fantasy version doesn't exist. So we are in the sci-fi version. And so the way that everybody travels around in space is through this thing called the warp, and the warp is like another dimension kinda, and everything in it is crazy. There's like demons in it and spirits and people who are psychers have like magic psychic powers that let them like do all kinds of things. They can like see the future in the warp, and they can like use powers to have like telekinesis and stuff. My character is a psyker, and so is the lady with the staff. And oh yes, as human, if you see the chaos, the humans will kill you. I don't know what you're talking about. So the guy in the chair, his job is to take our big spaceship and, through psychic magic, put it into the warp so that we can go zoom really fast, light speed, whatever, go someplace, and then he uses his psychic magic to make us come outside of it. So he is like fused to that chair because he's like in it so much. And what just happened was, because of all the stuff that's going bad right now on this ship, the like demons and spirits and creepiness that's in the warp is like infecting his brain. And so what he did is he said he's gonna seal off the door so that whatever is inside of him can't escape and kill everything. And then he's going to do his best to like psychically pull the ship from the warp into reality again. Because if he doesn't do that, we're all just gonna die out here. Because he's the only one who can do that. And if he gets possessed and dies, we're all fucked. As for the rest of it, the main thing you need to know about Warhammer 40k is that computers are not actually run by circuitry and AI and stuff. They're run by souls, like human beings. They basically use human beings' brain power to do things. And so, like, they will strap human beings into machines and have them, like, were you there earlier whenever we had, like, the servitor thing that, like, was testing our blood before it opened a door? And it was literally, like, a zombie corpse that was, like, you know, strapped into this thing. And there was also the little floating skull that, like, told us to go do things. Yeah. They, like, literally have robot skulls, that power things. I can't pan around right now, so I can't really see any in this shot, but if you ever heard people joke about the machine spirit, or, like, Thor, Pirate Software jokes about rizzing the machine spirit, computers in Warhammer have a human soul in them. So they literally have a spirit that, like, does all the computing for it. And they have tech priests whose jobs are, like, part machine maintenance and part, like, dealing with the, like, soul and, like, human component of the machine. That's kind of, like, one of the big things. And it's why on this UI, there's little tiny skulls, like, frickin' everywhere on this thing. The other big thing is that there's a whole bunch of different factions in Warhammer, but the one that we are playing in, we are, like, the, I don't know what it's actually called. We are the humans. We are the empire of humanity. And their shtick is that their leader, the Emperor, is somebody they worship as a god. And there is much debate and, much in lore. There's a lot of different factions that believe different things, and outside of lore there is much debate on whether or not he is a god. But they worship him as one. And so all of this, my light, my God, my emperor, by the throne, and all of that is them talking about their god, who is their emperor. And I learned last night, because I was asking my boyfriend this while we're playing Darktide, is I'm like, can you, like, walk up to the emperor and talk to him? And my boyfriend said no. That he is in this throne, and he's, like, in a vegetative state. The god emperor will hear of your lack of faith. He's, like, in a vegetative state doing magic psychic things with his brain. And so basically everyone's just built up this religion around him, and he's not actually conscious or, like, making anything happen. He's kind of become a figure of, like, he's still alive, but he's like... Eric, I'm literally talking about what you told me last night about Warhammer stuff. Corn over there said he didn't understand Warhammer, so I was trying to explain some things. And I will say, I am a Warhammer newbie. My entire exposure to Warhammer is listening to Warhammer nerds, and playing Darktide, and playing this game that we're playing right now. But, yeah. God Emperor dead, not dead God thing. My thought was, I was like, because they all talk about, like, the Emperor commands this, and I'm like, is the Emperor literally, like, commanding people? No, he's not. People are just saying the Emperor commands it, because they built this whole thing around him, but he's not actually, like, talking. But, just like most god figures in stories, people think they hear from him. They, like, see him in dreams, or, like, they think that they hear a voice and it might be him, that kind of thing. Anyways, this chick that we just found is called a Sister of Battle, and she is basically a badass nun. Or in a piece of toast, yes. So, the white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment, it seems she is not going to stop, and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you. The God Emperor of Mankind is a massively powerful psyker who is immortal, but is not able to regenerate his own injuries due to sitting on a beacon. Yes. Nun with guns, does she use puns? No, she's very serious about her job. Also, psychers are, like, super powerful and run, like, they're the only people who can do the ships. Their literal god is a psyker, but yet, everyone hates them. Everyone is, like, treats them like shit. They call them witches and stuff, and they hate them. Mostly because it's, like, they're super, super powerful, but they can also, like, go crazy and, like, get possessed by shit. You know, typical black magic type lore. And so people treat them like shit, basically. And they don't trust them, and they call them witches and stuff.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
But as for what's going on our ship in this plot right now, one of our people betrayed us, and now bad guys are attacking the ship and blocking all communications and blocking off the actual physical doors, so we're all trying to regroup, figure out what's going on, and survive. Is basically the plot at the moment.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Jaeli von Valancius, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I am not a traitor. You can be sure of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Yeah, she's a very enthusiastic battle nun. Ma'am, I have an option to, like, ask for her backstory. Like, no. What is happening on the officer's deck?
Massacre, my lady. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about seeing their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lady, be on your guard.
Yeah, great. That just sounds great. Lovely. We must get to the main hall.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
Yes, we know.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it put me over there. There's 4 of us now. Can probably be opened with the right tool. It was like, you guys need better weapons. There's a box over here. Oh, look. Stuff. The door will not move. Okay. More stuff. There's a gun. Yeah, I know how to equip weapons. You already showed me that one. The door to the mess deck is stuck. There must be a way to open it. The generators hum. Okay, we got a gun. I'm assuming is to replace my gun. Yes. I can also have an axe. He has a chainsword. I'll give him a little gun just in case. She has a staff and a gun, and she has a gun and a gun. Although, this gun is better than all of her guns. Would you like a new one? Sure. A chainsaw sword, you know, normal things. Okay, we got in. Are there bad guys in here? Is that who all these are? Yes. They have not noticed us.
The world will bow.
Well, that lasted no time at all.
How fascinating.
Psychers are like squishy, so... And he gets to be front and center.
I've suffered worse.
Chaos guides me.
Alright, give him a
Will
buff.
do. On it.
Now, chain lightning their asses.
But of course. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Yes, thank you. And I can only do one thing.
One step closer.
Let's set him ablaze.
Death shall reign.
Ha ha ha. Argenta pew pews. She can run and gun, which means she can run while gunning. Rebel and slaughter? Okay. Alright. So she fires people in a line? I mean, that's kind of cool, but Furious Recital. But that's giving her momentum, which is like running around. She doesn't need to run around.
Faith without deed, strike is a prayer.
Oh look, there's more. Oh, their next attack costs less AP and doesn't count. So shouldn't that mean she gets to fire twice? It does. Cool, okay. But she can't move very far. Oh wow, really?
Doubt is for the weak.
You missed! You missed!
Laughable.
Death to non-believers. Death to the weak.
It's her turn again? Is that because I did this thing? She can't double pew pew, but she can single pew pew.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Why do you keep missing? You need to work on your aim, lady. But it sounds like she's supposed to be up and close with them while shooting. Which feels weird to me, but okay.
At your beck and call.
Haha! Aw. You didn't like kill them both.
Indeed. Ugh. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Stab him. Are you not gonna stab him? The Emperor guides her, but he's in a vegetative state, right? Yeah.
Out of my way!
Will do.
I chain lightning them.
Anything else? Be gone.
Oh, and I can... Oh.
Was that you? Or
What was that? Whiplash, perils of the warp. Oh. Oh yeah, she has to like chill. Oh, so this thing is like powering up her ult? I guess. I've had enough of you shooting at me. It is time for you to perish.
I will not stoop to this.
Tiny is too far. Me, 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 me.
Ravage and conquer.
I don't think this is getting you any closer to him.
I
Yeah,
reject the
it's
very
not.
idea.
Can you get this guy?
I won't waste my time
Unavailable.
on that.
What? Oh, he's dead. Can you do this, dude?
What a satisfying demise.
What a satisfying demise.
Chaos guides me.
Just a minor setback.
I'll do it.
Gosh, all you do is miss. You are obnoxiously bad. Stab this guy. Now run to... Too far? Too far? Alright, kill this guy.
I'd rather not.
Too far? Can I still move? No, I have to move at the beginning? Oh, that's annoying.
I've suffered worse. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
But her, like, warp perils are, like, hurting the people around her. They don't do that in the game. In the other game I play.
I need no guidance. I will triumph. A blood-soaked tribute.
Only one dude left. Will you please hit him this time? Yay! We did it! Loot them all! Thank you. Goods, huh? Stuff. I don't know what that stuff does, but we got it.
Perfection.
Okay. Goods! More goods! It looks like we're collecting, like, cargo for our ship. Which is weird since we're currently on our ship. So, we're, like, taking items to then put on our ship. What's this? Tech use.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
Restore the power supply.
An
Okay.
expected result.
Turn the lights back on. More goods! You're doing it for the glory of the Emperor, no more questions. See, now you're getting it. Did I just pick up a key? So we didn't need to hack in. Where are the rest of my people? Everybody, I want all y'all. Can I not scoop them that way? Do I have to, like...
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Goods! Oh, this one includes gloves. Apparently this was just a closet. missing someone.
What advice do you seek?
I want you
Marching
all
on.
to stay together. Okay. Gloves that give bonus to tech use. Let's give them to him. And, we have bombs. Which is good, because up here it says we're going to need to demolition the door.
Never doubt me.
Never doubt me. Okay, we get to level everybody up. I can now expose weaknesses. That's all I can choose, so I guess that's what I'll take. Endure until the warrior's next turn. Their warrior damaginess is whatever. Okay. Revel in slaughter. It's a wild name for an ability.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Goods. Tech use, or tech use.
Predictable.
I can't see in there. There's a dead guy. Oh, a hat. A spawn thing has blocked the path. You'll have to look for another way. Okay.
I tread a path unexplored.
Over there.
Ooh, we had a helmet. +5 armor. You need armor because you're always up front. Speaking of, can I change her head? Like, can I get rid of this thing on her head? Because it's ugly and I don't like it. Outfit settings. Oh, I can change the color. Show helmet off. Thank you. Show base outfit headwear? No. I don't even have a backpack. I just don't want my ugly helmet up all the time. Ugh! Jeez! Well, that's not good. We all conveniently got onto this bridge right as it starts breaking apart. The roar of the flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps, and then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valancius! Well, I'm gonna head to bed. Bye, Sniper! Have a nice sleep. Can't wait to explode.
Are you lost, my heir?
Something's wrong with you, lady.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
Aren't you in pain? You just walked through fire.
Pain is but a reflection of one's weakness. To renounce weakness of spirit in pursuit of greatness is the only path to heights worthy of a rogue trader.
Okay, you can't renounce the weakness of feeling pain in your body.
I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Do we, Do we want to accept the deal from literal Satan here? Your mouth begins to salivate. Every word that Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames.
What?
The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
Okay, faith will not make you immune to fire.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Elo. What are we waiting for?
The fire is nothing before the glory and the light of the Emperor. Sure, whatever. Okay, so I can either walk through the fire and say the Emperor will guide the righteous on their path, or I can take the heretical line and accept the offer of help from this demon lady, or iconoclast? I don't know what that word means. And be like, fuck you, get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way. That one. We're saving the people. You look away and the illusion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voices of the people behind the shroud of smoke grow stronger and hopeful once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors. And your determination, you completely forget about Theodora, and when you turn your head, you see nothing but the bellowing fire. This says iconoclast, belief in the value of human life and freedom, faith in the power of goodwill capable of overcoming the horrors and dangers of the universe without the need for artificial prohibitions, the desire to seek out common ground and compromise rather than uncompromising destruction. I don't think that's what that means. I don't think that's what that means. Hold on. Google. What does iconoclast mean? A person who attacks cherished beliefs or institutions. A destroyer of images used in religious worship. What? What? I think heretic is like going the evil path. And the faith path is going like pro-faith or like pro-evil, and then this version is being like, fuck y'all, let's just behave. We don't have to do any of this shit, we can just, you know. I prefer the term pragmatic, but anyways. It's more about, it's like an edgy agnostic. Well, instead of walking through the flames like a lunatic, and instead of accepting Satan's literal bargain.
Where did it go? Thing that was standing in front of us in the fire? I could have sworn.
I'm like, let's just
all
find a new
unholy
place.
Visions go. Do you want to follow it, witch?
We can crash this platform. Why can't we just step over this? This really doesn't look that hard to climb over. Like, I could climb over this. Like, look how tall he is. It's like waist height.
The world
He could literally just like, hup, hup, and then like crawl over and then jump off. You mean like walking through the fire as one of the devout from the flames comes truth? All that would burn are your sins. Maybe your pants. This feels like in Pokemon where they're like, there's a stick in the way, you can't get through. You need a Pokemon to cut this down for you, the world's tiniest bush.
Duty prevails.
Instead, we're going to blow up a load-bearing platform on the ship and walk across this.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Okay, that was the better option, apparently.
Too late.
No longer load-bearing.
Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
Oh, because we didn't do stupid things, and we saved people's lives, we are now too late to talk to Edelthrad. Oh no.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak, without us.
She is so bloodthirsty, man.
My lady, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us, so now we will follow you through thick and thin.
See? Always stand up for people because they will follow you anywhere.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault.
You're just trying to make your own religion, you
What
heretic!
if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
We reached the secret lift. We're gonna go check and see if she's still alive, I guess. Oh, we sent them to go do that. Okay. Those people are doing that.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
What the dog doing? Bubbles is asleep in her bed, and Taffy is asleep over there under the stairs like she always is. She was so cute when I ran upstairs to go pee earlier. She was all curled up. It was very cute. Are we going into this elevator? Are we not? Where are we going? Oh, we're going into this big door?
We should deal with this.
If we can escape the cutscene, I will gladly deal with that.
I
Goods.
see the forbidden.
We see the forbidden. Ooh, what's over here? More goods! This clearly does not serve as a stateroom. The generator's machines and crude wall panelings indicate that it is a maintenance module room rather than an area for receiving guests. What's over here? Oh, there's like a computer over here. Plasma conduits blaze with energy capable of powering a Bastoid ship. Okay.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Have fun, Corn. Thank you for lurking. Yes, we're gonna go up to her quarters. If you do exclamation lurk, it'll give you a cute little personalized lurk message from the same AI that does my chatbot. Is this her bathtub? What? Did anyone else see that weird, like, black, smoky shape kind of... See this? See the, like, tentacle-y shape things? What is the skibbity thing? Oh. It was suggested that on my punishment wheel, I be forced to watch the Skibbity Toilet video.
Embrace true power.
So, that's on my punishment wheel, although I think that's a punishment just as much for you as it is for me. You don't know what it's some dumb children's meme where a head pops out of a toilet. I don't know. It's the children made it. No! Not Theodora von Balancia. Oh, cheap followers, huh, Foggy Bookmark? Wow, oh wow. Just what I've always wanted. I cannot believe she has died. Cheap, cheap. Theodora von Valancius's body is sprawled on the large, blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, oh that's Mort, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
So, these people were all her, like, second in command. Like, these people had worked with her for years. Like, the girl with the staff, she was her, personal, like, diviner. And the Sister of Battle was, like, all three of these, he was, like, her right-hand man, like, they worked with her for years. They were all a family, you know. Do we think that Voidgear killed him? Almost certainly he loathed her, or I doubt it, he wished humiliation and suffering upon her, not a swift death. I mean, he didn't really tell us anything about his motives, so... No, I don't think so. I'm just gonna say nothing.
How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye, a heap of blood-splattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else, small shards of glass shattered on the floor. Inspect the shards. Inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches, you go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. Oh, I passed the lore check. And it sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter, addressed to Theodora von Valancius, signed it with the seal of one of the Holy Ordos of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, xenos, and other enemies of humanity. the shards, it is difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium, which is a broad term for combustible fuel in the Imperium of Man. Really? Y'all call fuel promethium? That is so dramatic. What do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure.
Tainted witchcraft.
You cannot tell if Argento's remark is directed at the glass or Adira herself. I don't know why it's stuttering like this. We're examining Mort. An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the arch-militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. How about you just touch her? Adira, would you try touching Theodora? You might be able to see the killer through her eyes.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
Alright, then we're leaving.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
Oh, calm down.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
Let's not say things we can't take back. I mean, I can keep looking, can't I? Oh my gosh, they all have goods on them. Alright, we're taking his helmet, apparently. So... okay. Oh, that helmet can only be equipped by somebody who is dogmatic. So I can't, because I'm apparently a filthy heretic. We have her rosary, though. The murder scene looks like something caught the victims by surprise. No one had time to react to what was happening. How am I worse than a heretic?
The world will.
I'm an iconoclast! A bizarre fragment hung on a trophy board. Looks like a rock. We don't want to care about her crystal ball over here? They smashed up all her stuff.
I tread a path unexplored.
Beware the ire of the witch.
Yeah, okay. Go. Go. Go here. Why will you not walk? Am I missing something? Is your own name in the way?
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Cleave!
At your beck and call.
This is his endure.
It will be done.
Expose. Oh, wait. Hold on. So, this one, I put exploits on them, and then, like, next turn, I remove them all, which makes somebody have bonusy thingies.
Purpose guides me.
Rejoice in battle!
So, now... I was hoping she would, like, shoot through all of them. But I don't know if it works like that. Woo! Woo! Damn! She works much better at close range. The winded effect. I don't know what that is. What is the winded effect? A heretic, brother Droll, has their eyes closed. The glorious light of the Emperor can open them, and they can die free of their sins. That is not how, there's no forgiveness in Warhammer. There is 0% forgiveness. There is only death and retribution. Like, literally, in Darktide, the, like, fanatic character is like, I serve your redemption, as he, like, severs people in half.
I'll do it.
I mean, you don't really need to move anywhere. I just want to be able to fire this again.
Can escape the Emperor's judgment.
But if I do this, will it zap him?
What an unfortunate
Alright,
turn of
he
fate.
did lose 1 health point from that, but okay.
Grey hair, sure hand.
Ow! And that did nothing to him.
I'm not
Charge! Get him! Stab him!
Victory is an exemplary strike.
You didn't actually... You didn't kill him. The Sith lightning. Will you guys just kill this guy?
Doubt is for the weak.
On it.
Wow, really? He keeps trying to walk away. And my dude's like, I don't think
At
so.
your beck and call.
This guy will not die.
Reduce to
Yay! Heretics usually preach something else other than the thing. So it's not just like no, it's like no and also worship this thing instead. We leveling up a lot though. Dismantling attack. And I get to choose a talent. Didn't it already cost 0 HP? Sure. Let's do this one. Sure. What do you got? Daring Breach and Contempt. The warrior's next melee does more damage, deflection, epicenter of slaughter. I like this one. If somebody hits him, he gets mad and hits you harder. Yeah, Troll's right. The Jedi are actually kind of fucked. Fired up. Wait, we have to reload? Gross. It is the year 40,000 and no one has found a way to make guns that don't require reloading all the damn time. I'm just saying. I don't understand why sci-fi guns need to be reloaded. We haven't figured that out yet. I don't like reloading in any game, but you know. Alright, to the bridge. Okay, game is auto-saved. If I remember right, I almost lost this whole level. Because I was very confused. Lore warp 100%.
Ruinous favor prevails.
The horrific version is a product of the warp energies. Yeah, okay. I figured that. I didn't need no lore check to figure that.
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid. But if there is any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the rogue trader.
I can say you look dreadful. She's dead.
God Emperor, preserve us. The rogue traitor is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain, and the house its head. No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
Oh, calm down.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
I forbid you. Get your shit together.
Words worthy of a righteous soul.
Save the lofty words for later, will you? The navigator's ready to take the ship out of the warp if he gets some help from the bridge.
So, this dude is literally sacrificing people? Can we just shoot him? Can we stop him from killing the next 2 sacrifices and summoning whatever eyeball he's trying to summon? Like, this conversation can wait.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
This is urgent over here, guys. Look, he just sacrificed someone else. Can we kill him? You can see Kunrad clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
Void gear, you duplicitous cur! The rogue trader's death will be avenged. Or I can just look at Adelthard and go, that complicates things. Or to my party, ready your weapons. If we are to die this day, let us die with honor. No, you duplicitous cur!
What? Theodora is dead. No, that can't be.
Good
Not
morning.
now. I still haven't.
The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
You mean the guy they didn't even bother to draw a picture for is gonna die in the very first act? What? No. They should have slapped some, like, default picture in here, like...
Edelthad, don't!
Shut up, Iconoclast!
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
He just kinda did it. Oh no. I don't think you were supposed to step it. Oh my. Ew. Oh.
Blood and mayhem
Well.
shall be our anthem.
Oh, calm down. Okay. Right click on him to find out what kind of fuckery you're in for. He has natural... Oh, he's a chaos spawn. He has natural armor and an exploit. Okay. He can slashy slash with his... And he can... I don't know what this is a box for. He can... Toxic spurt? Ew, he spews toxic things. Ew. Ew. I don't like any of this. Alrighty.
Ruin beckons.
Sexy monsters? What is the matter with you? Set him ablaze. My Smasher Pass did not have nothing about no monsters like this.
Faith without...
She is way too happy about her job.
I'll do it.
Can you run past that?
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Okay.
As the Emperor commands.
Pew! 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 Pew!
I'll do it.
Oh, she has unlocked her her ult. What is her ult? She gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Alright, pew pew some more then.
Faith without deep strike is
Nice! Oh, she can hit it again.
As the Emperor commands, you, my Emperor.
And again! Gosh. Well, alright. It says that her ability, if she hits a demon thing, it like gives her extra. So because she's firing against this monster, she keeps getting extra points.
Doubt is for the weak.
I am a ping tuber today because I did not have the bestest night slash morning and felt lazy and didn't want to be perceived. So this way I can stretch and flop and not have to worry about anyone seeing what I'm doing. It is one of the side effects of having hand tracking. And on my other model, if I just like flop over, then everyone's like, did your model die? Is it broken? And I'm like, no, I just wanted to flop. Alright, lady, that girl did a shit ton of stuff.
But of course.
What do you got? Ah, it's not gonna cut it.
I'm not so sure. That is not my destiny.
You can't see him? But you're like, you can't see around this thing, really? Alright, what if you went over here? Can you see that guy?
Not this Greyer's job.
What the hell? It's a tiny little railing.
I'm not so sure.
Are you for serious? Oy.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
Sloth, one of the sins of an iconoclast.
Anything else? Oh no, you hit her. I did not realize she was close enough for that.
Strengthens me.
Pew 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 pew.
Break them all.
Taffy, quit barking.
Just a minor setback.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. What are all these, like, ghosts? Can he use his medical kit on her?
Let's patch you up.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Yeah, what you said. This button will help her as well. And then stab him. Oh. 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 Okay, I don't know what that's all about, but I don't like it. Okay. He did that in the middle of my turn. Like, excuse me?
I need no guidance.
Okay, so he should have, like, how many exploits did I put on him? He has 4? Okay, so now whenever I snatch them away,
One step closer.
it is supposed to reduce his parry, dodge, and armor. Okay, and then I set him on fire.
Purpose guides me.
That's not a lot of damage. Okay. If I walk away, is he gonna, like, slash me? Why does she have, like, no abilities right now? Yeah, he is. F! She hit him once and all that. Like, oi. Oh, she has her own healing. Psh.
Injuries will not slow me.
They better not, because I need you to do stuff. Alright, what's her deal? She has a purple thing. Oh, she's bleeding! That's nice. Analyze your enemy. And now it's psychically scream at him.
Anything else?
Ooh! And then we watch the NPCs shoot at each other and miss.
Can I fall back now?
Oh! Oh! What the fuck?
Brace yourself, Avalon.
So if he only hits one person, does this do more damage? No.
Indeed.
High momentum.
What? Alright, now rip him away.
Ruin beckons.
6 to 10. Oh, her gun does a lot better.
Purpose guides.
Wait, he just healed himself by like eating somebody. He's like draining health from people. Oh, I can... The operative immediately inflicts one exploit on all enemies in combat that makes a free attack. Or... Okay.
There is no mercy found.
Nice! He is healing himself by eating his friends. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
As the Emperor commands.
Yeah! Never been a bit peckish for a pal. Oh, she has to reload. Tappy, hush. Do it again.
But of course.
Give that to... Actually, they're both full health. Now scream at him.
Was that
Famish for a friend, ravenous for a real one. I need a squirt bottle. Follow your lead to what? Hide in the corner? Ooh, good job.
mocking me?
I've suffered worse.
It's fine. He's okay. Shank him in the ribs. Ooh, 29. Nice. Analyze him. Rip it away to take all his weakness thingies. Now shoot him.
One step toward a satisfying demise.
We did it! Oh my gosh. That was big and gross. Now what?
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Do we really want all that in there? Y'all, like, good? You guys okay?
The air. Rival, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal, living and breathing. Oh, well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry, we'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
Yeah, that's not the important part. We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It is our only chance of escaping from the warp. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking. What does he just smack him?
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
That guy sounds a bit like Schwarzenegger. What must I do?
Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report. Oh, blast it all to the void. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, mistress. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. And please hurry. Every second we waste is a terrible risk.
Alright, let's go. Let's go sit in the throne. They like their thrones in Warhammer. Ugh. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp.
Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle.
It resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all these voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. I am saving my people. Do your worst, but you cannot stop me.
Lead them, mortal. Guide them. Persuade them. Force them to walk your path. You will need followers, for destiny is preordained.
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet,
On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Yeah, by your side, shanking you in the ribs, maybe.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
Literally, I would pick up a broom and swat at this cloud like it was a cobweb. Like, shoo! Shoo! Go away!
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
Bro, I ain't your servant. I don't even know who the hell you are.
Seneschal, the navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, we could tell us now. Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty.
Easy to get out of the maw even here. See, this is why you gotta give your character an epic last name, so that instead of calling her Vana, they will call her Lady or Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius.
By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision,
I can say nothing or I can refuse. I ain't gonna refuse. Give me my ship.
it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora
Like a
von
TRP
Valancius
title.
is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lady. It is because of her toils that we all still live.
The deed is done, mistress. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Dun 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 dun!
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members.
Right? Thousands?
Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. And through the strength of her resolve, saved those who were counting on her for protection.
I mean, look at this ship. It's like a floating fortress, so... It's like a city. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sure you made sure the faithful were among those who perished. I did not. I saved as many people as I could. So the others could find a new religion. I am not! Although my Psyker in Darktide, when she does one of her abilities, she yells, "Worship me or die!" And I'm like, damn, okay. Jellyism! Oh, the throne swivels. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Ebelard's face, though the old officer's eyes are keen. They rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, muttering something, then nods to himself. Well then, your ladyship? You cannot help but notice that the Seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. I feel like we need to tell somebody that we have, like, a ghost living in us. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy's deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely, and now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. Why did we lose so many people? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising, given that their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your ladyship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. Lord. Have you succeeded in tracking down that slime ball? No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now 1 shuttle short. I am afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all that he has brought. Why did we bother killing that monster instead of shooting him in the head? That's what I want to know. Alright. Time for a meeting. A dozen pair of eyes bore into you, and the expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention, officers! You have been granted an honor! Lord Captain Jaylee von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. So, I can either be like, introduce everyone, or I can yawn and be like, ugh, I don't care. What kind of an asshole? Introduce those present, please. As you wish, your ladyship. Oh dear. He points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vigdis Suri Ota of the Ptolemy line, our new Voxmaster. Oh. That's a lady. This is, Vigdis. Voxmaster Vigdis. It is an honor to serve your ladyship. The Voxmaster offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Ravor, the Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void all around us, to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. Master Helmsman Ravor. Oh, we met him. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin. They're really obsessed with, like, how pale everyone is in this game. Large, dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain! This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our high factotum, Janris Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and general material well-being of the ship. Oh my. It looks like some kind of goblin lord. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavyset man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows. Yeah, his name is Factotum, or he's the High Factotum. That's his title. His name is Janris Danrock. Yes, it is an honor, your ladyship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have the 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of... You did him dirty! The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard. The Infernus Master, whose crew worked to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. And lastly, the Drive Master, servant of the Omnissiah, a supernatural entity, god of all knowledge, worshipped by the Adeptus Mechanicus. The 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drives Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving the complicated manipulation of all the Tech Priest's mechadendrites, which is a tentacle, a robot tentacle. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachary Wise, head of the Astropath section, a powerful sanctioned psyker who can send and receive messages through space using their telepathic abilities, is unable to join us. He is in charge of communications with distant star systems. Master Wise has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets in the Von Balancius Protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing and Conrad Voigtier's treachery. I will deliver a report to your ladyship on the Astropath's progress as soon as it is possible to do so. It is equally regrettable that 2 more individuals worthy of mention could not join us at this briefing. The Master-at-Arms and Confessor Adalbert. The eminent Adalbert must see to the funeral services being held for the fallen officers, of whom there are too many for him to take leave for the chapel, and Mistress Sauerback, who has replaced her late predecessor as our Master-at-Arms, is currently leading the search for any surviving agents of Voidgear. All other presents are adjutants, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make of a record of proceedings. Okay. Oh dear. I have to ask for all their reports. I wish to hear from the Infernus Master's report. He's the firefighter dude. Yes, Lord Captain. I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment, in terms of material losses and crew casualties, has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. He remarks in a low voice pitched for your ears only. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. Abelard, not you two. We don't need any more puns. I hope he ends up the most loyal, brave person ever. Who, the guy I'm giving a bad voice to, or the kid who's doing the fire pudding outing? Speaking of, what have you to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The tasks will require next to no involvement from your ladyship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. I hope he's noble and lays down his life for her friend. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. They have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately, this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. You still like him? He finds it unfortunate that the scum from the lower decks didn't die more. we'll be able to make up our losses to the nearest planet, Rickid Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Especially true, given Caligo's Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Dribes Master, I will hear from you now. A voice distorted by a box retranslator emerges from under the text priest's scarlet hood. All part of politics. He probably personally writes letters of condolences to their families, pulls strings to make sure they get the full amount for their insurance policies. Okay, so this is a distorted robot voice. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engine Seer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose expertise, experience, and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. I can say, would someone care to translate what he said? It made sense to me. Their warp engine is not hard, but is not harmed, but it's super sad because all of the machines have spirits. It's grieving. And it's super sad and hurt and upset that all the machines, like, died. Because just as many machine spirits died as all the people spirits. And the person who was able to help, their, like, high priest, died. And he's really good at dealing with machine spirits, so this makes this extra hard on them. I like him. And I like the machine spirits. Oh, that was a lady. Zira Talar. She looks cool as fuck, and I'm sad we don't get a picture of her, because she's got, like, tentacles and stuff coming off her back. Other Lord Captains must be idiots. Master Helmsman. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engine Seer Prime and Navigator who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Your ladyship, if you allow me to interject. When we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was a novice nobilite station, which means it's an ancient organization of noble mutant families whose genes allowed them to safely guide warp-capable void ships through the immaterium. Alright, so the magic psychic man who runs the ship who died, one of the places they can reach is, like, those people's homeworld. The station maintains complete box silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull as if in response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. Yeah, we know what he said. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round this system till our heads are swimming, as long as the promethium and supplies last. And if any thick-as-grok shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't you worry on that score. Master of Ordnance, last one. Do you have anything to report? Ashar Naitalomo, who also doesn't have a picture. Gives me a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire when I'm told. But just ask anyone. We've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply. It is as if a dam has burst inside and all his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins, every second officer's dead, and now we've got a green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to void knows where? Silence! The bridge's magnificent glass panes seem to tremble under the force of Abelard's roar. Enforcers, seize this mutineer! Oh. Oh, we're seizing him. Oh, we punched him in the face! If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, then it's not bad at all. Your ladyship, I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? The former Master of Ordnance, I should say. Besides find a replacement, that is, for we already have one lined up. Oh dear. I will have you know, Breviloquence, the dogmatic option, the holier-than-thou option, is to execute him. For bitching a little. The correct option? The iconoclast option says, stand down, release him. I have no intention of punishing a man for a moment of weakness, not after the terrible attack we endured, which I feel like is the right response. The third one is, experienced masters of ordnance are few and far between, so for that reason, he may remain in his post. I leave his punishment at your discretion. I'm doing the first one. I have no intention of punishing somebody for a moment of weakness. Abelard stares unblinkingly at the Master of Ordnance. Cease your sniveling. You disgrace yourself and your entire clan. Enough! The hysterics are over. Let us resume. The Master of Ordnance stands up, wiping the blood from his broken nose. His face is the picture of shock. What just happened seems to be dawning on him only now, and the knowledge of the fate he so narrowly escaped. To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new Engineer Prime and Navigator. Is that all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Barbiloquence swooping in with the let the lights will be done bullshit. Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station. Okay, home to the only dockyard in the sector, but we will never reach Footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems. Alright, thanks. Go away. Your ladyship, there is one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything? And I shall tell you, the Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Coronis Expanse. As though this is a surprise from the one who brought us Cold the Week. Yeah, you guys were the one who brought us Cold the Week. I came across a letter. You're talking about that, right? Yes, quite right. XC, Xavier Calcazar. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrichs van Kalox. Who is naming these people? An interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in this system, that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall in the Furibundus system. Finding him without any information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the Governor of Reich and Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your ladyship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valancius Protectorate. He eyes you. Adira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Psyker is suffering from some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Daybreak. Abelard, bring the witch to heel? Lord. Adira, come to your senses. Damn it! Your ladyship. I can't do her accent. Here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something is very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak, or maybe it's dawn, and it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Talas? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make sense of any of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. I'm a psyker. Can't I see my own damn future? Hi, Hidden Bell. Oh boy. How come I can't level up? Why can't I push this button? Why can't I level up? It won't let me. We got a whole bunch of stuff though. Gloves. Whenever the wearer of these gloves gets an injury, their allies gain a bonus damage to the end of combat. I should give that to her, because she almost died before. The wearer gains +5 toughness if their intelligence is less than 35. Grace of the Oblivious. Oh man. Alright. We can give her the devout hat, can't we? How do I know what... I mean, I'm assuming she's devout. She's obsessed. Quickly, let me in your game. I promise nothing but chaos decisions. I mean, I don't think you can enter my game. It's not that kind of game. I mean, do you own this game? What? I can level him up? It didn't let me level the other ones up. I have to choose a talent. Small. Excuse me? You just show up to call me small? Like, go away. Sure. He is not wrong. Also, Hidden Bell, no spoilers and no backseatings. Said you played the game before. 'Cause I have not. Bye-bye, Barilliquins. Have fun. Good luck with your usurped throne. I only offered to help you along your path to damnation. Wooed. See, it's known. Oh boy. Oh, I can booster the morale of my crew? It is done. You address the crew with a rousing speech and hear your voice roll through the ship, reaching even the normally quiet corners of the vessel. It is ad time. What does this say? Make contact with the Navis Noblite station. Machine Spirit Keeper. Oh yeah, let's go be an unidentifiable void I can't talk. A scan is required. How do I scan? Type grade? Extractium. A mobile mining outpost assembled in accordance with the Blessed Standard Template Construct. The Serf clan assigned to it will devote itself to the maintenance of its sacred mechanisms and the extraction resources. Okay. How do I make one? Oh, it has no resources. Okay, so we don't want its resources. Do I look like I have money to you? Let's go, let's go over here. Come on. There you go. Oh, cutscene. As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy and the quill you have been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. Time for creepy dreams. Oi. You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here in your study. You stand up and stare at the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among the number, you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge and those you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if of its own accord, the shard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Conrad Voigter's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing in around you in a nightmarishly slow advance. I did not wish for any of you to die. The dead remain deaf to your words, creeping ever closer with the inevitability of death itself. You belatedly realize that your trembling hands has found the shard when its sharp edge cuts into your palm. An unbearably bright light floods everything around, and you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hand no longer holds a pitiful shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon, a skillfully carved sword with strange, unnerving proportions, a curved design, and an unusual hilt adorned with the image of a closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there on this bridge, and the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven. The path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. Throw the demon blade away. Never! Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it has become one with your hands, and the gaze of the demonic eye sets your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. You awaken from the vision, kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall those faces and the image of the sword in your hands. Only the deep cut on your palm and the bloodied shard lying on the floor remind you of what transpired. You would rather die than touch that thing again, so you reach a shaking hand for your box and call for a servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick up the cursed artifact, and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. I got rid of my blade shard. Well, that was nice. Can we go back to the bridge? Look at my giant bed. And my view. Oh, there's goods in my stuff. A cracked data slate. Interesting. The fiery reckoning is crewed by a servitor. Chances of the ship returning are minimal. An unfinished letter. The long dead eyes of this fierce monster forever captured the fear and pain of its final moments. Delightful. Wasn't this a door? Didn't we come in this way? How do I get out of here? Do I just... Oh wait, this is an elevator, I think. Hello, bridge people. Okay, we just arrived here. No resources. So instead of starting a new quest, I think I am going to stop here because I am really tired. I didn't sleep yet. And my voice is crapping out on me, and I don't really want to read a whole bunch more.